I like to click on the PDF where it says full text, so I'll click on that. And so now it's uploading. So you can see that it's a journal. It's a, it has a lot of information on there that's talking about that I could potentially use from there. So that's one. Now if you look over here on the side, this is where it gets kind of interesting. On the side here, on this little right side, right there. This one right here looks like a page. It says Cite. This is one of the big reasons why I use EBSCO. I'm going to click on that where it says Cite. So on the right side, now sometimes it's in a different spot, depending on what type of article it is, but normally it's on the right side. It looks like a page. You click on that. Now you have choices. You get to actually, and the reason why I'm doing this is because it basically, what it will do is it's going to tell you how to cite it. It's a nice little way to kind of, where you don't have to figure it out yourself. So, you have to choose which one you need. So there's APA, there's, Chicago Trabian, there's, so many different ones, but look at MLA, right there. It actually shows you how to cite this article. So, now you don't have to worry about figuring out how to even cite this thing, because you've got it right there. That's why I like EBSCO. It's got good resources, and it also shows you how to cite that particular article. So really all you've got to do is just essentially copy and paste it. Just make sure that it's in the right formatting, of course, when you copy and paste it, in there. But it essentially does it for you. And so, which I like. And so, so my question is, do you think that's helpful? Do you think you could potentially use this? Does it make it feel a little bit easier that you can go there and know that it's going to have those resources where it can show you how to do it? I like it.
The citing is nice.
Yeah, so I think it's good. And you said that you've used this before.
Oh yeah.
And you like it? You like that feature of it? And so you probably already know how to more or less cite it anyway, pretty much, but.
Right, and you mentioned citation machine. I use that all the time.
Yeah,
because a lot of times students will have the same history book or something that they're using as a source, and you just type in the name of the history book, and it'll bring up. You don't have to type in the author or the date or anything. It has everything for you.
Citation machine. Now I haven't used it in a couple of years. Really used it. But when I first started using it, this is quite a while. It was like 2005, 2006 range, somewhere in that area. It was a little bit rougher on using it, but now I've heard that it's gotten a lot better.
It has, yeah. So. I used to use it in high school too, and you'd have to look at it a lot more because things would be wrong. But it's definitely gotten a lot better.
And you can also click where it says MLA on the deal, and it explains what MLA is and all the different things, and it gives you all these examples as well. So all I did is that if I wanted to learn more about MLA, where it says the works cited, where it gives me that example, I can click on MLA. And then it'll actually go into all types of different details about it and give me examples of how you cite journals and magazines and all that stuff as well. So it's just a good resource as far as I'm concerned. Questions? Do you have questions on this? Anything you're not sure about?
I have a comment.
Yes.
I also want to mention, even if there is a source that only has one page and it's not the full PDF, our school can order it from, if it's a journal or something, from another school, so that's a good reason to do your paper in advance or get your sources at least.
Absolutely.
Because you can find the best sources, and it might take a day or two for them to email you the full PDF, but it might be a better source than you had. So.
Absolutely. Part of writing a good paper is always getting started early, so that way you actually have the time to do it and do it right. And by having that extra time, you're going to be able to find the sources that you want. And of course knowing where you can get those sources. That's a very important part of it, because a lot of students have never heard of EBSCO or a lot of these other type deals. So it's learning where do you go to get this information. So that's that place. Now one thing I will say that Seminole State College's website, you can certainly go there and look at when I was telling you about Kelly McBride, you can click on faculty, go to professional staff or whatever. And let's see where she's at. Always telling maybe it's not professional staff, it's faculty, click on there. So, and just go down there, find her name, somewhere around here, all the blinds about it, see, right there, you see her name, and right below her name it says webpage. So you just click on Kelly McBride's webpage there, the webpage part, takes you there. And she, like I said, she does this, for a living. She creates, web pages, on the side. But if you notice, if they have English 113, that's Comp 1. And then the 1213, that's Comp 2 for them, at their college. So let's click on, the Comp 1. She breaks everything down for her classes. I mean, she gives you all the examples of like Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, that's the papers that you're going to be writing. But she also shows you about plagiarism, MLA template. So if I click on that, let's see if it uploads or not. It's downloading. But you can click on there and she'll have a template. So that's her template. So she shows you exactly how she wants you to write her paper, how to do it. So that's her template. It has the student's name, instructor's name, the course number, meeting, whatever, the date, which we looked at earlier, the title, and then she actually just talks about MLA. You see how it's indented. She's talking about different sorts. So this would actually just be good to read, to learn about MLA, and then she actually will show you about longer quotes and stuff, and that's supposed to be basically block code. Looks like the spacing's a little off on that right now, but so yeah, she just shows you examples. So I'd always just suggest just get on there and play around. You might find some cool stuff on there. If you have time to do it. And she has lots of other resources, on there on how to use MLA. All right, well that's all I've got for you. What I'll have you do is just fill out an evaluation form, what you thought, and we'll be done.
I don't know if they still do it or not, but in my comp class they took her, I guess it was comp 2.